I handed him the papers like they weighed nothing, though they'd cost me 3 years of my life. Power of attorney, house keys, everything he once trusted me with. "Congrats to Lily," I said, my voice steady, my pulse quiet. "She deserves it." His face twisted. He hadn't read the letter yet. The storm was still gathering. I stepped back, letting the silence breathe around us, letting him feel the absence of my usual obedience. The air felt colder without it. I didn't look at him again. I just walked out. And that's where the real story begins. Back then, 3 years ago, when the doctors said he needed help, Lily was off in some new city, chasing some new dream. I remember calling her. She didn't even pick up. So I stayed. I cleaned the house, managed the medicines, ran the errands, moved my life into his. He used to thank me with quiet nods. Never warmth, never affection, just duty. I told myself it was enough, that love didn't have to look like words. But then Lily came back, 8 weeks ago. Perfect hair, perfect smile, perfect timing. "Daddy, I missed you," she said like she'd been gone 8 minutes, not 8 years. And he melted, just like always. The shift. I saw the pattern immediately. New wills, new family meetings, new whispers in the hallway. At first, I pushed the thoughts away. I didn't want to believe I was being replaced after all the nights I stayed awake listening for his breath. But then I found the draft of the will on his desk. Everything, the house, the accounts, the land, to Lily, the girl who'd only been back long enough to post a few Instagram stories about cherishing family. My hands went cold around the paper. I didn't cry. I just folded it neatly and put it back. That was the moment something inside me clicked into place. Not anger, not grief, clarity. My plan. Revenge didn't come as rage. It came as quiet decisions at 3 a.m. I started preparing the paperwork. Every file, every bill, every detail I'd managed alone for years. I gathered them neatly, organized, labeled, impossible to ignore. I knew the truth. He didn't want responsibility, he wanted devotion. Lily gave him fantasy. I gave him reality. So I decided to give him a taste of hers. I stopped reminding him about payments, stopped managing the rental contracts, stopped answering the calls from the bank, stopped being the invisible engine running his life. I wanted him to feel the weight I carried, but gently, slowly, unmistakably. The handover. This morning, I placed everything on his dining table, sorted files, a summary, and the letter. He didn't notice the letter at first. He just saw me handing Lily the keys, and he lit up. "Good," he said. "She'll manage things now." I smiled. Calm, controlled, dead quiet inside. "Of course," I replied. "She has everything now." I turned to leave. That's when he picked up the letter. I didn't stay to watch him read it, but I heard him yell before I reached the gate. "You can't be serious!" His voice cracked like something inside him snapped. Years of entitlement collapsing under one piece of paper. The letter. I didn't threaten, I didn't accuse, I simply wrote the truth he'd never wanted to face. You chose the daughter who shows up for applause over the daughter who showed up when you needed a human being. I hope she gives you the devotion you threw away. I won't be coming back. Not as a caretaker, not as an option, not even as a daughter. The child you only loved when no one else was watching. Payoff. Lily called me an hour later, panicked. "Dad doesn't know how to handle anything. The bank called. The tenants are complaining. Why didn't you tell me all this?" I let her voice crackle in my ear while I drank my tea. "I thought you wanted it," I said. I didn't think it was this much work." I smiled. "Finally. You'll be fine. After all, you're the chosen one. Closing. I didn't ruin them. I just stepped aside. And without me, everything they built on favoritism collapsed under its own weight. Sometimes revenge isn't destruction. Sometimes it's absence. And mine was perfect.